Hey, Joy Connectors, good morning. I'm talking to you today about the power of the word no. So, we talked last time about the magic that is created in our lives when we say yes to those things that delight and fill our hearts. So, in order to say yes, we have to say no, right? Finite amount of time. So how, when, and why? What's the real value of saying no? Let's start there, the why. There is no sweeter, more sacred space in the world than that which you create for yourself, that space that we hold for ourselves. To allow ourselves to rest, to rejuvenate, to check in, to listen to our intuition, to connect to nature, to love, to support and spirit. That's self-acceptance, that's self-love, that nurturing time for ourselves. That's it. That's our lifelong journey, right? And creating that balance with the time that we give and nurture others and do in the world versus just be. That giving and receiving balance. That masculine and feminine within us. That balance is where we find peace. So it's worth the effort to spend the time. Here's another really valuable reason to say no. We're interdependent creatures. We need each other. What relationship has trust without honesty? So if we're saying yes when we mean no, if we're giving when really we need to be giving to ourselves first, nurturing ourselves, giving ourselves some time, and we haven't been in a place of doing that, allowing that, who's going to trust us in a relationship? It's our boundaries that create that trust, right? It's when others know we know how to take care of ourselves, that we're safe to be in a relationship with. People know where they begin and we start, and so on and so forth. So, endings, beginnings. Okay. So that's the value of the why, because we respect and value ourselves and others. So when do we say it? We say no when we mean no. When we say yes when we mean no. Here comes the resentment. Here comes the frustration. In business, in families, in friendships, in all matters of our life. But how we say that no can be really important, right? I was so afraid and so inexperienced with the word no, I used to throw the no grenade and run in the other direction. Learning how to say no with kindness, with joy and amusement and respect and dignity, that's a skill. That's invaluable. Again, in all matters of our life. So the boundaries can be simple. They can be as simple as I work these hours of the day and not these hours. It can be I'm taking some me time, or that sounds like a great event. I won't be able to make it. Have fun. It could be as simple as here's my cancellation policy. Here's my payment policy. Here's our commitment or our agreement in our work together. There is no more sacred bond than that with which I've found in being a teacher to a student, to being a coach to a participant. I can only be a teacher when I'm both creating boundaries and respecting yours. So that means I give you the space to soothe yourself, to care for yourself, to make decisions for yourself, to make plenty of mistakes, to give you room to learn plenty of those lessons, to trust and respect you, to have that space, to create that for you and hold it in faith and love, with dignity. I value that, so I must give you that. So I say it with kindness. Man, thank you so much for that opportunity and that project. That looks fantastic. I'm going to say no. And let me provide you some reasons why. Or maybe it's a situation, and there are many of them, where no is a complete sentence. No is a complete sentence. There are many, many, many times when no explanation is required. Give it a try. So we're learning there's a give and take here, right? We're experiencing life a moment at a time and exploring what's right for us to say yes and say no to. The more time we spend with ourselves, observing, listening to that intuition, generally, the more peace and joy we find. So I'm on this journey with you. Share with me your whys of saying no. How you say no, when you decide to say no. And I'll continue to share with you my examples. Sending you so much love, joy, connector. Till next time.